Hallo Klickenabendler, wir sind bei Sit Down. We have to speak English, of course. Next to me is the chief himself, Didier. Hi Didier.
Pleased to meet you.
You're having a very good year, I guess?
Yes, very hard because a lot of games to produce. We are introducing 5 games here on the show for the first time. So it was very hard, but we succeed. We have the game.
And it's another year, of course, with something about Magic Maze, because I think that's the best-selling game which you have in your series, right?
Absolutely. For us, it's a huge one. And we have designer Kasper Lap, who is producing a lot. So many ideas, many things to come. We still have something waiting for Magic Maze, and this year we decide to propose a brand new game. This is not an expansion. This is a game using the basic mechanics of Magic Maze, and then putting brand new idea on that.
As I have in mind from an interview with Kasper Lapp, he told me first he got a theme in space,
Yes.
and it was a complexer game than the Magic Maze. So can it happen that it is something from there?
Is
Is it complexer than the original one?
This is a little bit more complex, but we introduce in the game ways to have
Scenario-based?
scenarios, but there are also solutions to make the game a bit easier. You will see when I will explain, there are some good ideas to, I don't know the word in English, to compensate.
Yes.
Yes, I don't know if
that's the
it's
correct
right.
word, yeah.
Okay. The difficulty.
Okay, so we have got the game material here on the table. So how does the game work?
So we are now playing using colors and normal direction, north, south, east and west. We have a starting tile, this one. I have a color which are brown and orange. You have blue and green, and a third player has yellow and orange. It means that you are the only one able to produce a blue resource. You have to put it on this symbol because there is a blue robot next to it, and then we need to move it on a blue platform there and there. Only this player can move it using the yellow path like this, and only you with blue can remove it, up to you, and then you can take a new tile and connect it.
I see.
You can do that because it was blue on a blue platform. So you connect with the tile, with the arrow, like in the Magic Maze, and now you see that we have a green robot producing a green resource.
And I'm the guy who can do
It's
it?
you also, but you can also do the other one. You can also produce with the blue.
all right.
You can keep, and as in Magic Maze, everything is simultaneous. Okay, this is the basic way to play.
For this, we don't have a target field at the moment, right?
No,
Because
not
there's
yet.
not a
but
green field.
Now I'm going to explain you what we are trying to do, of course. We have colonists waiting around Mars to land on Mars and going into a biodome that you can see at the bottom of Mars on the cover right here. This is the purpose of the game. But for that, we have robots working on Mars. They are producing resources and trying to send the resources on a base for the dome here. We need 1 leaf, 1 cow, 1 banana. For that, we need to produce everything, then to bring the elements at the right place. More like this with the
yes,
connection.
sure, yes.
Yeah. And at this moment, anybody can remove this, place a dome, and then the colonists will land. We need the right tile, of course. Will land at this place. Now you have no more oxygen. You cannot flip the sun timers anymore. You need to move it to bring it onto the dome, and there you win the game.
So in the first phase, we can flip them?
It's like Magic Maze for the rest. You have to do something pound, you have the time 3 minutes, and you can add times here, like in Magic Maze. But how to make the game a bit more easy is using this kind of token. Like in Maximum Security, the first expansion of Magic Maze, you can remove one and you can speak but not play. You can also decide to make an exchange. You can exchange a resource outside the game with a resource inside the game, the second option, and then you remove it. Second way to make the game a little bit easier, it's the other board with this one. You can of course still say to something, up to you to do something, but you can say, we need a bridge. We need to do something about the time, not speaking of course, just putting on the board. The game is divided in 5 levels. At the first level, this is only having to produce some resources and to bring them to build the domes. It's just to learn. Then step by step we are going to introduce, like in Magic Maze, new rules, and you play the complete games only if you know the 5 levels. Then you play the real game. At other levels, for instance, you have the garbages. You place them in the game when you have a specific tile coming. They are a little bit darker, easy to find, like this one. When this comes in play, it means place a trash, like this. And the trash are annoying because you cannot remove them from the game. They are just blocking everything. You cannot go through this kind of item.
Yeah.
So you need first to move it away so that you can move. You have one way only, like in Magic Maze Kids. You have also this one, the big space slugs. When it comes into the game, it does not move. Absolutely not. You have to feed it to move it. For instance, it's very interesting to give it some trashes so that anybody, the blue one, can move it to eat it. Or you can sometimes give good resources because you absolutely need to move it. So you move it to eat. And you have the bridge and so on. But globally, you have a good overview of
So it's a good mix of elements from other Magic Maze games, but it's different, of course.
Yes, and also brand new ideas, but Casper picked something, made a very good mix with a brand new idea that you play with color and no more the directions.
And it's available here at the fair for the first time, and of course as the other Magic Maze with English, French, German rules.
The 4 languages, yes.
And the game material, as in all other Magic Mazes, are completely language independent. So if somebody knows the rules, you can play it.
Yes, absolutely. We try always to have language independent games. It was not possible for the second expansion of Magic Maze Hidden Rules because we have text on the card, but this is what we try always to do, no text on the material.
Do you have a number? How many Magic Maze did you sold worldwide?
Oh yes, on the show I had an order, and now I can say that we are at 300k.
300k?
Yeah.
Great. You have got all big countries. You have got a version on
Sorry?
it, right? In all big countries, you have got a version for Magic Maze as well, right?
Yes.
Great. So thanks for your time.
Thank you.
See you next year, I guess.
Next year, of course. Yes.
All right. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.